Hello, I'm EnterElysium, welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 with Together Victory DLC. As Australian People's Republic, we are currently holding on to the Soviet Union. We've pushed the Germans back quite a way, in fact quite a large margin has been pushed back just to sheer firepower on our part and, well, mostly actually the bodies of our dead. We'll be perfectly honest there, it was the bodies of our dead. There were a fair few who died. Painfully. Meanwhile, the Germans do seem to have pulled a number of their forces back. The issue is, we're spending a lot of manpower for this, and I don't know if we can keep the present rate up. Hopefully the Allies can push forwards. They are doing a little bit more of push, but historically they're not very reliable. They will go forwards, and they'll go back, then they'll go forwards, and they'll go back. We have taken a lot of the Germans' attention. But dear God, they need to actually do something. Let's check. Good old war score. We have some from bombing. We have 3 from bombing. Excellent. Just keep that up for another, like, 3 years or something. Maybe 6. We might actually have a decent score. Okay. Yes, we are trying to assault over there. Fine. I'm happy with that. I'm actually going to get all the forces down here to do that. Yes, all 3 of them. Actually, let's go get more of them. It's opening up another front. Why am I doing this? Mainly to stop them attacking Sevastopol again, because that's annoying. Come on, tank. There we go. Oh, hello, they've got reinforced. No, it's the Russians ran away. Goddamn Russians. Okay. Is this a front line? No. Well, we'll assign you order here. Nonetheless. What did we do? Oh yeah, I asked some people to go to Bryansk. I guess it was effective. In a kind of weird way. Can you go to Kursk? Thank you. Well, you can go up here. You can go here, and we'll just start the good old-fashioned surround. Ooh, there's a lot of units there. I'm going to move mine over there. That way they won't be stupidly overcrowded. I don't actually need any units down here anymore. There we go. Surround Bryansk. It'll be hilarious. Also, really not enough troops for this. So we should not really be doing this, but... Also, don't have enough manpower for this. But it's funny, so I'm going to do it. Reconnaissance Company, please tell me we can see some units now. We still cannot see any units. Good job there. No, it's not working. Okay. We need more medical. And any field hospitals we can get to reduce that casualty rate is appreciated. When are you going to be there? A few more hours. Okay, tank, your job instead. Right, we got that, so we can go naval bombers. Okay. You can do a strategic redeploy. It'll take you ages otherwise. She did the surround. I'm so surprised. Okay. We still have decryption advantage, thankfully. And the Russians are actually holding them back now. This is a big change from previously. Now, I could spend the men to do this. But I don't know how it would come off. I don't know their strength. I don't know if we can pull it off. That said, holding them right now is actually just costing us more men than we can really manage. Oh, God. No, don't do that. Please don't do that. Okay, you do that then. Come on, tank. Nah, they're gonna get away. It was funny, though. Right, attack. Attack not going well. Okay, don't bother. Still didn't sink anything. Blig. I'll be honest, this is why I don't really rate torpedo bombers quite often. They don't seem to do very much when I try. Even when I put in all the effort. Ooh, I see an opportunity. Do I want to spend the manpower? Maybe not. But it is just way too tempting not to do. Do it. Genuinely, this could mean a big deal for us. Chopping off this area here, it would guarantee us Tula, it would guarantee us Moscow, it would guarantee us Bryansk and Orel as we cut down on this ridiculously oversized front. It would guarantee us probably Kalima, or whatever it's called, Yaroslav, which is up here. It would be very, very useful, put it that way. The Russians haven't quite figured out what they're missing yet. Oh, thank you for that. That was really helpful, Soviet. I think they might have figured it out now. They got close to Moscow. There we go. Right. They're now boxed in a hilarious fashion. And they're all going to this front here. No, I still want a lot of units up here. Don't get me wrong. It's quite nice to box your enemies in. In fact, it's lovely to box your enemies in, but I'm going to put all my units up here. And then you, I want half your units to work on this surround. Okay. Now, just keep that effort up. I've got another one here. Excellent. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Pause. Damn. Thought we could have got a few more. Oh well, not too bad. Let's slow them down. Come on. Ah! So close. Oh well. Keep them away. You do that. Right, we can now adjust some of these front lines to make them a little bit more sensible. I know the Reds have got a lot on their plate, but they can manage it. That cost us a little bit of manpower, but it was totally worth it. This is a perfect amount of defense, apparently. Right, Reds. Yeah, you're meant to have a front line over here. Okay, we are taking a little bit of a hit north of Moscow. An interesting attack plan. We don't really have the forces to back that up. Doesn't really get any smaller. Got to cover this entire front. I guess go big or go home. Ooh, hello. They pull back. Thought that might happen. Orange, go for it. Go big or go home, apparently is the motto today. It looks like we might be going big and then going home as well. Oh well. If we can cut off this bit here, that will significantly decrease the amount of front line we have to cover. We did it. Right, we're in. And then, I don't know, what do we do now? Attack. Seems like a good idea. I'm still holding out. I need Russia to help with the push. They're not helping. I'm a lot more confident we can hold now. Look at that, though. They've really clustered a lot of units around here. I'm just watching the manpower score dropping precariously right now. Precariously? I meant precipitously. You know, as in, like, rain. Not dropping precariously, like, dropping like, oh, it's on the edge. No, it is just dropping precipitously. In fact, I'm pretty sure rain doesn't fall this fast. Maybe on, like, Jupiter. Like, actually, if you were on Jupiter, that would be kind of slow because of the air resistance, maybe? Tough call. How fast would rain fall on Jupiter? Depends where on Jupiter, like high up in the atmosphere or low. Okay. Keep crushing there. Moscow is really, really endangered right now. In fact, I'm going to have to make sure you overlap with Moscow a bit more. I can't believe Australia is the one holding down the entire Eastern Front. Come Come on, make him fail. Done. You attack the next one. Okay, Moscow. Still very precarious. That said, look at this. We've taken so much land in such a short period of time. But we do not have the manpower to keep it up. I think what the best thing we can do is probably get to a stale front line and then just run out of manpower and then just hold it there. And then just decrease the number of MPs and stuff, which will ruin our economy. But it's already pretty ruined, so in all honesty, what more is there to lose? Come on. Last unit. And I said and, come on. There we go, done. Right. Whole load more German units destroyed. We're gonna push up here. Mostly because it's funny rather than any real reason. How much? 43%. We're getting there. The bombing's at 7 out of 1,000. Yay! Which is really 2,000, because for some reason it goes to 2,000, even though it says 1. Frontline isn't looking too healthy right now. Kind of think it's almost a time for field marshals. But that means losing out some of my epic general abilities, which are just so good. We've had some really experienced generals fighting on this front for a long time. I really don't want to lose them. Ugh. Let's go check Germany. Still all adults. Fine. Allies are now being pushed back again. Maybe the new line we could draw could be here. I'm actually able to just about cover that. Okay, just have fun down there. Oh, that manpower loss. I don't know what we're fighting for right now. I'm trying to decide if we're fighting for manpower or fighting for something else. Like, if we're fighting for manpower, we're going to run out of manpower before they do. It's pretty obvious at this stage. That's anything else? God damn, who knows? Are we fighting for land? Probably, but that will cost a lot of manpower to get. I don't know how we play this one. I really don't. This does seem a decent idea. If we can draw a line here, that'd be lovely. Estonia. No faction, just haven't joined. Okay. Maybe Estonia and sort of Sevastopol kind of area. Get Kiev on the front line, maybe Minsk, and then hold a line there. Like, I could get a couple of units along there. This is just way too long at the moment. If we get down here, we could hold that. We'll have to ruin our industry to do it, but we could do it. Meanwhile, Germans appear to be pulling everyone out they can. Sensible. Recon. We need the recon. We can't really see enemy units at the moment. Let's go grab Kiev since it's here. Okay, that was a good push. But we're still looking at quite some difficulty in really finishing this war, mainly because the manpower is going to run out. We've lost a lot this episode. In fact, if we have a quick look at the theatre, 1.5 million lost in the last 12 months. Ouch. Win ratio has massively dropped, 66%. Well, that will happen when you're doing a push like this. But hopefully we'll be able to hold them at bay long enough to be able to reach what I would call the... that's a parallel. So what's this? The vertical? I would call this the Polish vertical. We need to reach the Polish vertical. We can hold there. If we can hold there, we can maybe rearm a little bit. Maybe just wait for the Allies to do something. They eventually will win. The Allies have a lot more manpower to throw at this than Germany or Italy. Germany and Italy are very low down. I think Italy was still in service by requirement last time I checked. And they still are. But the Allies, they can hold out a little bit longer. They have more manpower. See, limited conscription. Just limited conscription. Limited conscription. Extensive conscription. France is on limited conscription. Can I just emphasize how ridiculous that is? Limited. I'm over here burning every single baby that's born to use just for fuel for my tanks. And they're over there going, oh, well, I don't know. Should we consider having conscription? Well, maybe just for, like, prisoners or some such. Yes. Oh, let the babies have the gilt thrones. God damn it! This is why the War of the Allies will have to happen afterwards. I actually don't know if I'll have a manpower for that. If I do, that'd be great, but I don't think we'll be able to do it. I think this will just have to be the World War II and then just Cold War. Cold War with Australia. Just their stupid ideas about, oh, the gilt throne, oh, no conscription, let all the Soviets do all the work. God damn it. I've been EnterElysium. Till next time. Like, subscribe, comment down below, let me know what you think of the Allies, and stay shiny.